அதாவது சென்னையில் வந்து வெயில் பழக்கப்பட்ட இடம் தான் எங்களுக்கு. பட் இருந்தாலும் அதோட கொஞ்சம் ஜாஸ்தி வெயிலுக்கு வரதுக்கு ஒத்துக்கிட்டோம். அதுக்கான காரணம் என்னன்னா, நித்யா மேனன் இன்டர்வியூ கொடுக்குறாங்க அப்படின்ற அந்த ஒரு டபுள் தமாக்கா டீலுக்காக தான். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் யுவர் டைம் மேம். என் பேர் அபிஷேக். ஸோ ஓப்பன் பண்ண சேனலில் வந்து வி மேக் இட் அ பாயிண்ட் டு இன்டர்வியூ பீப்புள் ஹூ வி ஹவ் அவங்களோட ஒர்க் எங்களை இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ணணும், அவங்களோட ஒர்க்கு மேலே ஒரு ரெஸ்பெக்ட் இருக்கணும், அண்ட் அது ஃபிலிம் அப்ரிசியேஷன்ற கேட்டகரி கீழே வரணும். அப்படி இருந்தால் தான் வி மேக் இட் அ பாயிண்ட் டு டாக் டு தெம் ஸோ தட் உங்களோட பேசுகிற இந்த இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் ஹஸ் டு பி லைக் an ஆன்லைன் tutorial to a lot of people who aspire to become actors or if they want to come into films. So firstly, even before I get into the interview, huge fan of your work. அண்ட் பெங்களூரில் பிறந்து வளர்ந்ததுனால உங்களுக்கு 2-3 லாங்குவேஜஸ் தெரியுமான்னு தெரியல. ரொம்ப அழகாக பாடுறீங்க. உங்களை பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும் போது ரொம்ப க்யூட்டாக இருக்கீங்க. ஸோ ஒரு ஹீரோயின் க்யூட்டாக இருக்கிறது தான் லாங் லாஸ்டிங்னு சொல்லி கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கேன். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லி, பெங்களூரில் இருந்ததுனால வாஸ் இட் ஈஸியர் ஃபார் யூ டு அடாப்ட் டு லாங்குவேஜஸ் அண்ட் யூனோ?
எஸ், டெஃபினெட்லி. பெங்களூரில் அண்ட் ஆல்சோ எங்கள் வீட்டில் வந்து மலையாளம்க்கு விட தமிழ் தான் இன்னும் நல்லா பேசுவாங்க. எங்கள் அப்பாலாம் தமிழ், they used to read and write Tamil. He has studied Tamil in school. So நம்ம அம்மா சைடில் we are from Palakkad. So we speak, எங்கள் அப்பாலாம் தமிழ் பேசினா மலையாளின்னு சொல்லவே மாட்டாங்க, ஆனால் மலையாளம் பேசினா தமிழ்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ இட்ஸ் லைக் தட். அண்ட் ஐ ஸ்டடிட் கன்னடா இன் ஸ்கூல். அண்ட் ஜென்ரலாகவே எனக்கு ரொம்ப சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே எனக்கு languagesனால் ரொம்ப குவிக்காக I used to pick up. Even as a small baby, I was surrounded by people of neighbors who spoke all kinds of languages, Marathi and all kinds of languages. Appave I used to speak to all of them in their languages. So I think I love speaking people's language in their own mother tongue, you know. எனக்கு அது பிடிக்கும். I like interacting with people. So I'm very quick to pick up languages. Telugu worked like that. I started doing a film. By my second film, I was speaking Telugu because I wanted to speak.
That brings in a lot of authenticity to your acting. English உங்களுக்கு dub பண்றதுனால it makes the entire thing look so real.
The thing is, I don't consider, without dubbing, I don't consider it complete. My work is not complete. Acting is one part of it, but my voice and how I deliver something, nobody else will be able to do it. So I have to dub it. So அது எனக்கு ரொம்ப important. So and also acting பண்ணும்போது dialogue தெரியலனா it's very very difficult. It's, you know, it's you have to focus so much on the dialogue and you can't act. And so I prefer, easier thing is to just learn the language.
And when you said Pati, Talapati and all that, whenever you recite your dialogues, you know, whenever you voice them, whenever you act, டக்குன்னு ஒரு இன்ஸ்டண்ட்டாக எல்லாரும் மூஞ்சிலையும் ஒரு சிரிப்புன்னு வரும். You have a very, like, not the bubbly figure alone, it's just that you have a very welcoming face, a lot of warmth in it. Have you consciously tried improving how you look over the period of time, or you've just been yourself?
The thing is, my focus is never on looks or external things or beauty or trying to keep that beauty. My focus is on deeper things like health and having a good state of mind, being a happy person. These are my focus. When I focus on these things, automatically it comes on your face. It's not beauty na vandu oru geography illa, it's not just a face or something. It is a radiance. Idhe face and the radiance illa na, it will not look beautiful. So that extra thing what people don't understand is if you just only focus on external thing and put things on your face and, you know, torture your face and torture your poor skin, it will only get worse. The focus is always to be a better person, be happier and get more, you know, like wiser as I grow older. So that, I think, adds a different dimension. The warmth that you're saying comes from the personality and me knowing certain things today, that makes me warmer.
ஏன்னா தமிழில் வாட்டி உங்களை பார்க்கும்போது கஞ்சா பொட்டலத்தை அடிவயத்தில் கட்டிக்கிட்டு கடலுக்குள்ளே நடந்துட்டு இருந்தீங்க. யூனோ, மல்டிபிள் லாங்குவேஜஸ், டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கைண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபில்ம்ஸ், வேற லுக் அண்ட் வேற கேரக்டர் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன். ஐ திங்க் ஒன் திங் that I would like to point out is you're not that release டயத்தில் tweets RT பண்ணுற ஹீரோயின் கிடையாது. You don't meet your fans. I mean, like, there's nothing of that event which happens. And இந்த ரெகுலர் ஹீரோயின் கேட்டகரிக்குள்ளே கொஞ்சம் உங்களை போடவே முடியாது. We don't even get to see you visibly enthusiastic about fanfare that you get to enjoy. So அதனால ரொம்ப தனியா படங்கள் பண்ணிட்டு you go back home and then come on, don't you celebrate?
I actually don't celebrate, and I should start celebrating. It's definitely something that I should do. Because I should enjoy my successes and stuff, which I have started doing off late, very recently. But because the intention was never to be famous or never to be, நான் ரொம்ப பெரிய ஹீரோயின் ஆகணும், நான் தான் பெருசாக வரணும், எனக்கு ரொம்ப காசு வரணும், அது இருக்கணும், இது இருக்கணும், கார் இருக்கணும், பங்களா இருக்கணும், அப்படி இல்லாத ஒரு ஒரு இதில் I came into films. I'm an artist. I have to involve in some artistic form of expression. And அதனால தான் நான் films பண்ணுறேன். It is a very high glamour, high thing, kind of a profession. So people expect you to be one way, but it's not like that. Everybody is different, and intention is very different.
ஊர்மியில கிளாமரஸாக தான் இருந்தீங்க, பட்
உருமில
கிளாமரஸாக தான் இருந்தீங்க, பட் thankfully it catered to one time frame. Yeah.
No, glamour means, I mean, glamorousna na solradhu vera. I'm talking about it in the sense of it's a very sort of high profile, sort of very public kind of a profession. Even until very recently, now on the Twitter kuda I don't use. Like, it was few days back I actually started tweeting for the first time on my phone. Twitter la potu I tweeted something. So I'm not very excited to promote myself. எனக்கு அந்த வேலை பண்ணும்போது அந்த வேலை மட்டும்தான் என் மைண்டில் இருக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் I'll be so tired and so gone, because நிஜமாக ஆக்டிங் பண்ணும்போது it's exhausting, because you're giving everything to that film or that particular thing. So after that I go home and then I sleep and I recuperate, then I come back to the next film and I do that. On screen நீங்கள் பார்க்குறது அதுதான். I'm not doing it for myself. எனக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும், நான் எப்படி இதாக முடியும், that's not at all in my mind. I'm only thinking about the work, and I'm thinking about that character. I finish it and then I'm too exhausted to do anything else. I've invested so much of myself in every character.
ஏன்னா மெர்சல்லே pretty much இந்த லைட்டிங் ஏகப்பட்ட ஆர்டிஸ்ட், particularly that scene where the fire accident happens and அந்த கோயில் பற்றி கட்டுறதை பற்றி பேசும்போது கூட when you, so நிஜமாவே that's what I have heard it from directors, that you very சும்மாலாம் வந்து உங்ககிட்ட செட்லலாம் பேசிட முடியாது, you are into that and with lot of preparation.
No, that's not true. I am very cool on set. I'm not a method actor, so நான் அந்த கேரக்டரில் இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் இல்லை. I finish the shot and I come back and I'm pretty much normal. But I take it very seriously what I'm doing, for sure.
ஏன்னா ரொம்ப ஹீரோயின்ஸ்னாலே மேம் கேண்டி ஃப்ளாஸ், போசிங் ஃபார் பிக்சர்ஸ், அவங்க தேர் வெரி ஹார்ட் கோர் ஆக்டர்ஸ் அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் த டே. பட் அந்த மாதிரி பொசிஷனிங் உங்களுக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கு இஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் your work. Directors come cast you for certain roles. Right. It's just a great thing. How do you see that?
It's because of the choices that I make, and it's tough choices. They're
not
easy.
Are you losing out on a lot of things because of that?
I decide not to do it, so it's not about me losing out. It's my decision. I think நான் இதுவரை பண்ண ஃபிலிம்ஸ் வந்து எனக்கு வந்த ஆஃபர்ஸில் ஒரு 10% தான் நான் எஸ்ன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். 90% I've said no. ஸோ இன்ஃபேக்ட் நான் அவ்வளோ அந்த எல்லா ஆஃபர்ஸையும் நான் எடுத்து நான் பண்ணியிருந்தா I would have worked with a completely different set of people. I would have been in a different place. I didn't do it, and I'm okay with those decisions, because அந்த டைமில் கரெக்டாக எனக்கு தோணிச்சுன்னா மட்டும்தான் I used to say yes. I used to say no more than I said yes. Today that position that I have is because of that. So I'm very happy about it.
And generally shelf life nu சொல்லுவாங்க. I can't associate to that. If somebody really loves the work, அவங்களுக்கு எப்பவுமே வேலை வந்துட்டே தான் இருக்கும். பட் ஹீரோயின்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு ஷெல்ஃப் லைஃப், அவங்க கல்யாணம் ஆனால் we don't fantasize them. அந்த ஹீரோ அவங்கள துரத்து லவ் பண்ணுற ட்ராமாவை ரிலேட் பண்ணிக்க முடியாது. இல்லை நிறைய ஒரு ஃபிக்ஸேஷன்ஸ்லாம் இருக்குது. பட் அதுக்கு நடுவில் you're still being very...
Because there are two kinds of cinema. There is one kind of cinema which is idea of making that kind of cinema is money, simply money. So who to keep in the center of the film is the person who will bring in the most amount of money. So all decisions are made around money. So shelf life is there because it's completely external. It is only about the look, how a person is looking. So that means the person has to look young, the person has to look thin, the person has to look all those kind of things. Because of that, there's a shelf life. That is one kind of cinema. Then there's another kind of cinema which is made for only that script in mind. None of us are more important than the script. எனக்கு அந்த மாதிரி ஃபிலிம்ஸ் தான் பண்ண எனக்கு பிடிக்கும். I don't want to become the most important person in a film. We are actors. We should do what is best needed for the character. It's not about us. It's about the film. So that is a second kind of film that we do. Now, in my situation, unfortunately, I have to straddle both. Most of the time till now, what I've done is on the other side, in fact. So it's a struggle. It's a bit of a struggle. But I think with a lot of bruises, I've still managed to keep it pretty much as close to my heart, soul as possible.
When you said one kind of a cinema is money, I thought the other kind of cinema is Mani Ratnam. So, you know, I mean, our cast பண்றாருனாலே it's like, you know, it's a big deal. At least for us, உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. For you, it's another script is what that you might have seen. But உங்க ரெண்டு பேரை மட்டும் வச்சு what he created on screen, what you were able to emote and எனக்கு என்னன்னா இன்னைக்கு படங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது அது ஒரு கல்யாண வீடியோ பார்க்குற மாதிரி இருக்கு. அங்கே ஏதோ நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, நம்ம ஏதோ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். பட் ஓகே கண்மணி ஜஸ்ட் டூ அந்த படத்தை பற்றி மட்டும் பேசும்போது நீங்கள் ரெண்டு பேரும் காஃபி குடிச்சிட்டு அவங்களோட நீங்கள் பேசுகிற டயலாக், ஐ மீன் what இன்டர்னலாக என்ன மேம் ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க அந்த ப்ரீஃப் கேட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம்? மணி சார் எப்படி நடிக்க வைக்கிறாரு?
ஐ திங்க் நடிக்க வைக்க முடியாது, பட் தென்
ஆக்சுவலி ட்ரூ.
but then yes, a director can have a very big impact on the way certain actors need guidance, and they can be molded, and directors can do that. Certain actors are spontaneous and you don't need to mold them or you don't need to guide them. So Mani sir the thing about him is he can gauge the potential. So ipo first 2 days kapram he realized how I work, what I do. He realized what he doesn't need to involve too much in me. And Vittita, she will do it, you know. He understood that. That is also part of being a director, to understand and not to understand your actor and do accordingly. Where it's needed to give guidance, where it's not needed, don't give guidance. That is also part of direction. For Mani sir's film, the thing is, he understands my potential completely and he makes use of it. So he makes a film for the film's sake. That's why அதனால தான் ஓகே கண்மணி அப்படி இருக்கு. It's different. Not because of anything else, but because he makes it for the film's sake. If everybody else, other films நான் பண்ணது அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணியிருந்தா, it would have been like that only. But they don't use my potential completely, for sure.
Some level directors expect their actors to be mere puppets where, you know, you reenact what I do.
Yeah, maybe, but I have not worked with people like that. It's very obvious how I am and how I work. And I choose my directors very carefully. I choose the films very carefully. So I work only more or less to the similar wavelength. So I have not had that issue. But what I'm saying is the potential that an actor has, even to use it, because Mani sir has used it, okay, Kanmani looks the way it looks.
மேம் இப்போ பெங்களூரில் படித்ததுனால எனக்கு படித்ததுனால தெரியும் ஹவு சொசைட்டி இஸ். அங்கே பெருசாக பயஸ்லாம் கிடையாது. அங்கே வந்தப்பறம் தான் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது பெண்கள் அவங்களோட இடத்துக்காக எவ்வளோ போராடுறாங்க, எவ்வளோ வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, எவ்வளோ உழைக்கிறாங்க. அண்ட் யூ டிட் யோர் ஜேர்னலிசம் படித்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த இன்டர்னலாக ஏதாவது ஒரு கேஸ் இருந்ததா இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ளே வந்த உடனே? Quite a few things are really stupid.
Definitely, and, you know, definitely. Oh so my God!
Point them out. So, you know, your experiences.
No, internally it was only chaos for me. I don't think I was ever happy, and that's very obvious if you see my previous interviews or if you see the way I responded to my films. Not really like you said, celebrating, because it was so difficult for me. It was not at all easy because, like I said, my intention for doing this profession was completely different from the general intention of everybody else in the profession. So there's a mismatch. I don't fit in, actually. So it's definitely a struggle. For me, it was a very big struggle. Only for past or maybe 1 or 2 years, it has made me wiser, and it has made me more understand other people, and it has made me, it has taught me how to deal with things. So that is a personal learning. So once I learn that, then I deal with it little better. So external situations are நம்ம எப்பவுமே change பண்ண முடியாது. It's not possible. You can only change yourself and your internal thing. So according to your internal state, you will respond to it in that way. So today I know how to be happier.
இப்போ உங்களோட இருந்த 15 மினிட்ஸ்லேயே தெரியுது யூர் ஏபிள் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் இதுதான் ஆங்கிள், ஏதாவது சத்தம் வந்தால் பேசக்கூடாது. யூ கைண்ட் ஆஃப் நோ த கிராஃப்ட் தட் யூ டூயிங். யூ ஆர் வெரி ஒரு ஃபுல்ஃபில்லிங்கான எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் உங்களுக்கே கிடைக்குது. பிகாஸ் பீயிங் வெரி ட்ரூத்ஃபுல் டு வாட் யூ டூ அண்ட் யூ கெட் ஈவன் பீப்புள் கெட் அ ஹோல்சம் ஃபீல் அவுட் ஆஃப் இட். ஸோ இப்படி இருக்கும்போது சம்டைம்ஸ் உங்களுக்கே ரொம்ப ஸ்டூப்பிடாக இருக்குது சிலதெல்லாம். சார் நானே படம் பண்ணிடுறேனே அந்த லெவல்லாம் தோணுமா? லைக் டு யூ புஷ்?
But I do a lot of the reason why most of the performances look that way is because I do a lot of changes in my dialogues. Sela dialogue பேசுறது, சில structures of the sentences இதெல்லாம் நான் change பண்ணி I speak a certain way. Certain times, certain dialogues, the way it's written, அது வந்து ரியலா இருக்காது. It will not be a good dialogue. Because I have a sense of all those things, I change it. So a lot of things I change, the way I look in a film, like from look to edu podno eppadi irukano to everything I get involved, which is why overall and the character vanda avlo believable ah irukum, because I actually get involved in a lot of things also.
ஸோ 24 அண்ட் மெர்சலில் சின்னதாக ஒரு கனெக்ட் என்னன்னா, அந்த பீரியட் போர்ஷனில் வர ஹீரோயின் நீங்கள் தான். பீரியடில் வர அம்மா, பீரியடில் வர அப்படியே ஹீரோ ரிசம்பிள் பண்ணுற இன்னொரு ஹீரோவோட ஒய்ஃபா. ஸோ do you doesn't look like you fear stereotype, but I think you still manage to break them. But in the model repetition design இதெல்லாம் how do you?
Yeah, because I unfortunately stereotyping அவங்க people are like that. They're tending to stereotype. It's so funny, but that's what they do. Stereotypingறது இல்லவே இல்லை. I never stereotype anything or anybody, or I don't do it. So I like that character and I feel, okay, this, I want to do it. I do it. But then I start realizing, ade madri tirpi, they'll give me the same kind of things. Anga, then I realize, oh, so it's not only about me, it's also about who I'm doing this for. So I can't do this, I can't keep doing this because they will completely stereotype me. So nowadays na konjam kuda careful I do it. I make sure that, like I said, I understand that they are stereotyping, so I change my thing little bit.
Chess தான் மேம், சைனிங் ஃபிலிம்ஸ் வந்து செஸ் தான். Do you go back to your filmography? Do you like, I've done this, I'm going to look at doing, because you've done a film for Rohini ma'am ku oru padam பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. I saw quite a few, which ரொம்ப அழகா இருந்தது.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a nice film. And then you do a small role in Irumugan, and then you come back and do, like, the film starts with you in Geeta Govindam. So very interesting, choices. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து போக அடுத்துன்னு ஒன்று இருந்துட்டே இருக்கும். Like,
definitely. I think what next is something I feel very strongly nowadays, because I feel like it's a tip of the iceberg what you've seen so far of what I can do, what I'm capable of as an actor. So very, very little bit of my potential has been used till now. So what next is something I'm very excited about, because and the full potential enna irukku enakku theriyum. So now I want all of that to come out. I want to do films where I'm able to at least to some extent express myself as an artist a little more than I have till today. Everybody feels like my body of work is so impressive. For me, it's just scratched the surface. There's so much more that I want to do and I can do.
Co-stars, it's an ecosystem. Two people in a frame, they act, they have to be like super comfortable with each other. Be it Mersal or be it 24, let's just take them as the bigger examples. So Surya sir and Vijay sir, seasoned artists. With regard to them, both of them, seasoned artists, they've had their downfall, they've had the biggest hits. When working with them, how was the give and take policy, scoring on screen and
It's very rare to find that give and take for me. It's very rare. It doesn't happen, at least it doesn't happen to the level which I give, I don't receive, for sure. Like I said, that's why I'm not always satisfied. நான் இப்போ சொல்லும்போது இந்த scratch the surface னு சொன்னா, it's because of all of these things. Because truly, if I had a proper give and take without anything, with only that character in mind, I would be more, so much more would come out. எனக்கு என்னன்னா, it doesn't matter who is opposite. I do my character so wholly and completely that whoever is next to me, they automatically slip into their character. It becomes a very spontaneous thing, which I have noticed. So, pathingana, most people will have really good chemistry with me. That is because na and the character vandu, I just make it me. There's no difference between me and the character. அவ்வளோ ஸ்பான்டேனியஸாக நம்ம பண்ணும்போது the person opposite, they just respond to you. They're just reacting to you. What you're doing, they're just reacting to it very spontaneously. That's why the chemistry looks good and the pair looks good. அப்படியெல்லாம் சொல்லும்போது, they always say that about a pair, like best pair, and you know, like that happens because of that spontaneity, no? Not so they respond to me like that. I make that happen. I make that chemistry happen. So it works for me. It can be anybody opposite to me, and I'll make it happen.
Ma'am, I think you want to voice a lot of things, all the craziness that's happened in the industry. நல்லது வெளியே that's why you don't give interviews. விட்டா நிறைய சொல்லிடுவேண்டா. You know, I'm able to sense that.
Yeah.
Guys, let's just do our job. மாதிரி ஒரு ஃபேஸ்ல இருக்கீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Absolutely. We have to, like I said, external situations நம்ம change பண்ண முடியாது. நம்மள தான் நம்ம change பண்ணணும். So you have to know how to deal with everything. Then it will all be fine.
Probably the last 2-3 questions. For Marcella, you're delivering a baby. You don't have a reference point to that in your real life. How do you work that out?
Actually, yeah, acting vandu complete, I take it as my reference because I'm emotionally very intelligent. So எந்த emotion ஆனாலும் I can understand that emotion, so I can emote it. I never act. I would never think and okay, இது நான் இப்படி பார்த்துருக்கேன், so அதே மாதிரி பண்ணலாம், அப்படி இல்லை. Everything is from my experience. So there are certain things which come out of your experience. For example, like Kanchana 2 நான் பண்ண அந்த character was completely out of my experience. I didn't know how to handle that character because she was so unlike me. So that, for me, that time it becomes like, I feel I still do it, but internally I feel a challenge because I feel like, now what do I do? You know, it's not in my knowledge. As a person, you know, நீங்க ஒரு kind of whole இருந்தா, I feel you will understand all kinds of things. I'm a very nurturing person. I may not have had a baby, but I'm like a mother. I don't need to have ஏன் குழந்தை இருக்கணும்னு இல்லை, but I can have a motherly nature.
So the emotional intelligence is like a thing that people don't take notice of. That's an important thing to say. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time, and keep signing films, keep entertaining us, keep doing a lot of things. அப்படியே கொஞ்சம் Bhojpuri, Konkani, Marathi, Bengali.
For sure, for sure.
You should branch out.
I'm looking forward to learning all those languages also. That is very exciting for me. I think very soon I'm going to do a Bengali film.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
so you're going to be signing the film very soon? Or?
Yes, it's a friend of mine and me together we are making it. So
Wow, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, ma'am. Romba nandri.
Thank you.
And I wish probably we could break down further about your process behind the originally faking called acting. So, and yeah, all the best, ma'am.
Thank you so much.